Welcome to Jane N. Code Never Lies, but Comments Do Coding Club. What is C Sharp? Yes, C Sharp, not C hash. C Sharp is one of the most popular and powerful programming languages that are used to develop mobile apps, video games, Windows applications, and etc. Some of the most known examples of these are Pinterest, Internet Explorer, Paintbrush, Photoshoot, PowerPoint, and last but not least, Word. Another one of many is Java that was mostly used in the development of our very own mobile games, tanks, and boats. The main purpose of this club is to introduce basic principles of C# to its members without necessarily requiring the use of a computer. Which brings me to the prerequisites for this club. You need an Android phone and you need to download an app called C# Shell from Google Play. Unfortunately, this app can only be found in Google Play. Hence, you specifically need an Android phone. The app's icon looks something like that. Once the app has been downloaded on your phone, that's how it's going to look like from your home screen. When you press on the app, this is the welcome page. Now, since all your projects that will be created in this club will need to be saved somewhere, so you do need to allow the app access to your media files. So with that being said, we click allow. Now, it doesn't really matter to us how the ads are personalized, so we will stick to the default settings and click OK. Fortunately enough for us, we don't need to know about pricing and alternatives because we'll be using this app for free. So we will click the backward arrow. Now finally we get to the main thing. Now this is how the app looks like. Don't worry about anything. Everything will be explained to you. Now on the left hand side we have numbers. These numbers are used to reference lines of code. This is important when you want to debug your code. Debugging your code simply means fixing your mistakes within your code. Say for example, you forgot to put in a semicolon in one of your statements at the end. C# will tell you where you need to fix that, and sometimes, just sometimes, it can be nice enough and tell you where to fix it. Moving right along, at the top we have 5 buttons. Starting from the right hand side, we have a vertical line with 3 dots. You don't need to worry about that for now, but when you do open it, this is how it looks like. Now we move to the fun part, our run button. So once you've written all your code and you want to see what it's displayed and how it is displayed, so you click on your run button. So this is what we are getting from the default code written in the app. Moving right along, we have a debug button. This is very interesting. So say for example, you forgot to put an inverted comma in the brackets within the console write line statement, and then you run your code. So it's going to tell you all of these stuff, but sometimes you won't be able to understand everything that's being said to you. But the good thing is that it tells you the number which the error has been found. So now we notice that in line 13, that's where the error is. So sometimes you will know what these errors are saying, sometimes you won't know, and sometimes you won't even understand what C# is telling you, and that's okay. Moving right along, now we want to put back our inverted comma. So we have an arrow that's moving anti-clockwise. So that's an undo button. So now we are back to having quotation marks in our hello world. And then say for some weird reason you want to go back to not having quotation marks. So there we go. So that's what the other button that is going clockwise is used for.